We're back with our No Way to Live series on the housing crisis, produced in collaboration with the Huffington Post. And today, how American mega banks, in addition to everything we were just discussing with Michael Lewis, continue to either foreclose on our troops or exploit them for their life insurance money or any variety of predatory activities, frequently targeting their wives as they are serving in places like Iraq and Afghanistan. Last month, NBC News found that J.P. Morgan had, in fact, illegally overcharged 4,000 military families on their mortgages and wrongly foreclosed on at least 14 of those houses. One of the victims, Julia Rolls, told us the bank gave her the runaround.
It seemed like we were either talking to somebody in India or somebody who had no clue or did not care to even listen to us. We were always wrong in the eyes of Chase.
Well, now the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is calling on big banks to obey the law, particularly as it pertains to military personnel. Congress holding hearings on the issue next week. Joining us, Ashwin Madia of VoteVets.org. Madia has collected 9,000 signatures on his group's petition to Congress asking for an investigation. And Ashwin, just how prevalent is the evidence beyond what we've already ginned up or turned up, I should say, in the reporting around J.P. Morgan and its 4,000 soldier victims?
Well, we know of right now at least the 4,000 from J.P. Morgan, and we know of some instances with Deutsche Bank as well. One of the things that we're calling for at VoteVets is for Congress to do a full investigation and to hold hearings on this so we can find out what other banks did this and how many times it happened and what we can do about it.
I'll add to that the story that was broken by Bloomberg News a few months ago, in which the life insurance payouts of soldiers who were being killed was being either misrepresented or mispresented to the family members in order to keep the money at the life insurance company where they were harvesting the yield while giving a much smaller interest rate to the family of the dead soldier. Just how much of a target are the young widows and wives of American soldiers for everything from predatory home lending to credit cards to the worst offense being the manipulation of the life insurance payouts?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's much too big of a target because I think you have service members who are deployed in various dangerous parts of the world, and they're focused on mission accomplishment and keeping themselves and the people around them safe. And meanwhile, you have these banks that are preying on their families while they're away. I think it's wrong, and I think we ought to investigate, find out what happened. We ought to punish the banks that are doing it.
Give us a sense of what you're trying to accomplish with this petition. Tell us a little bit more about your actual plan here.
Yes, sir. So what we're trying to do is to get the House Committee on Financial Services and the Senate Banking Committee to hold hearings and to initiate an investigation so we can find out the scope of what's happened so far. So far at VoteVets.org, we've gathered 9,000 signatures, and we'd like to get 10,000 more that we can present to these committees so we can get both Republicans and Democrats to sign on to this and hold hearings. I mean, this should not be a partisan issue as we see it. I think most Americans would agree that federal law shouldn't be violated, and service members, while they're overseas, shouldn't have themselves or their families taken advantage of.
And if folks wanted to either sign that petition or read what you're asking them to sign, where would they go?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So it's at our website, which is VoteVets.org. That's VoteVets.org.
And this is explicitly to petition for a hearing from our government to simply enforce the law. I cannot be more complimentary to your efforts on behalf of your colleagues in the military and on behalf of everybody in this country who is not only grateful for what you do, but believes in fairness, not in the predatory profiteering of financial institutions who bankroll our politicians. Ashwin Madia, VoteVets.org. Thank you, sir.